What's going on, guys? Matt here. Wanted to shoot just a quick video, kind of recapping the last 3 weeks using this simple reversal strategy on the 5 minute time frame. I'm only going to look at one pair. That's really the key to this strategy is not really trying to overtrade. Keep it simple. You'll see I'm only taking on average, about 2 trades a week. But I'll walk you through the strategy itself. If you want more details, I'll drop a link below, whether you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. You can actually get access to get the indicators, and then try this strategy out yourself. But with that being said, we're going to look at EU on the 5 minute time frame. And again, I'm just looking for this reversal setup. So all I'm looking for is a push into the bands and then a buy or sell indicator on the actual trend indicator. So kind of show you what I'm looking for. You can see today. The other thing that we're going to focus on is you can see there's a blue box in the background. That's the New York session. It starts at 6 a.m. and I have it ending at about 12 p.m. So just watching this, obviously, as I wake up, get my kids ready for school, and watch for a couple hours. Typically, like I said, I'm only taking probably on average 2 trades a week. Some weeks it's 3. So it's not super exciting. So you're not going to be taking a ton of trades. But in this case, less is more, right? It's kind of a boring way to do it, but it works out extremely well. And that's really what I see when most people struggle. What I see is they're trying to trade every single pair, and they really get caught over trading. Obviously, you're going to take strings of winners, you're going to have strings of losers, but when those strings of losers start to kind of doubt yourself, you doubt your system, you doubt your strategy, and then you jump into the next thing. So even if you feel like this maybe not for you, maybe whatever strategy you're trying right now, take it down to one pair. See if that works. I don't know how you're trading or what you're trading, but if you feel like this strategy can help you, again, I'll drop a link. You can grab it, and if you have any questions, just hit me up. But let's just scan and look for trades. So you can see nice push into the bands, got your signal here. You can see the leg, and I explain everything in more detail in the training, but you can see I'm just fibbing the leg. Take the entries around the 50 or the 618. Stops go down here, 12 pips. And then we're shooting for like TP2 or TP3. So you're looking at right around either a 2 or 3R, just kind of depending on obviously where your entry is here and where your take profit is around here. But you can see this was a nice smash up, right? So that would be at least +2. Kind of go through a couple of these. This is NFP on Friday. Nice smash into the bottom. Get the buy. Take it up. Went up 43 pips. That was about +1 because it kind of just how it's set up. This trade, there was no trade today. This day, I think this was Thursday the 5th. You can see it never really pushed into the bands, even though it did continue up. Right here, this was really the only loss for the last 3 weeks. And it was kind of a minuscule loss. I took just a tiny loss. You got entries right around here. It went down about 14 pips, kind of just fizzled out end of day. I got out right here. I got out with like a 3 or 4 pip stop or loss, not stop. My stop was up here. So tiny loss, not even a full loss. You can see if you take the trades after the session is over, some of these will work. I find that after the session, after the blue box, I get about a 50% win rate. In the blue box, I'm about 90%. And I'll show you that here in just a second. I actually have it all tallied up. But a lot of times there's just not enough momentum to carry the trade in your direction really after the session closes out. But with that being said, this did work. It pushed into the bands, got the signal, smashed up. Keep going. You can see this is a good example. It was in the bands here. The bands do repaint. The trend does not repaint. So that's why I leave all the markings so I can easily go back and see how everything did. But you could see this never went up, but it was outside the blue box. So I personally did not take this trade. Had you taken it, you would have lost. This is like a picture perfect setup. You could see a nice push into the bands, drops down, pulls back, smashes down, all in the same session, just really within a few hours. So that was an easy one. This is another one that you would have lost outside of the blue box. So when it went down, this is one outside the blue box that was a good win. So if you do take every single trade, this would have been a winner. This one right here, you can see again, nice push into the bands. Didn't quite pull back. The pullback was actually like just before the entry arrow. So I actually just got in here and just went 1-to-1. This was a loser outside of the bands. This was a winner, obviously inside the bands. Hits the bands, take it up. Easy money. This is a nice winning trade outside the bands. You can see a huge push up into the bands. Massive candle. Nice pullback. Boom. Nice push into the bands. This one was this happened so quick, very spread out. But towards the end of the day, I would have just cashed out. Wouldn't have got the full 2R, but you're looking at still a profit here. Maybe +1. Nothing here. Maybe outside the bands, but this wasn't in the bands yet. This was kind of a mess. Had you taken this outside the bands, it wouldn't have worked. So what I would recommend is probably sticking. This is a winning trade outside the bands. But I would just focus on taking trades inside the bands. Again, you have a higher win rate. I'll just show you real quick. I just tallied up exactly what I showed you. This goes back to September 14th. So you're looking at basically 3 weeks worth of trading on one pair. And these are your results if you take it inside the bands. I counted that loss that I showed you as a full loss, even though it was really only like 3 or 4 pips. So really it was like a fraction of a loss. So if you're risking 5%, going for 10%, this loss would not have been a full 5%, probably would have been about maybe 2%. But let's just count it as a full loss. It is what it is. And then there was one trade that really you probably would have closed out just for +1 because it just didn't go all the way. But you could see every other trade. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades. You won 6 of them over 3 weeks. That's why I'm saying you're averaging about 2 trades. Now, if you wanted to throw a couple extra pairs on here and just take whichever one gives you the signal first, go for it. If you want to trade outside the New York session, so this is important. You may have to look for different pairs. Maybe something AUD, maybe JPY. I only trade the New York session. This strategy will work in any session with any pair, different time frames. If you're trading London or New York, you may just have to kind of scan some pairs, find the one that works best, and just stick with that one. Like I said, the key is to take less and make more. Minimize your risk by only trading one pair. Find one pair that really works for you. Trade that for the next 90 days and watch how that impacts your trading. I'm pretty confident it will make you a better trader. It'll make you calmer. You'll actually understand how the market moves better, and you won't be all over the place, right? Less stress, nice and easy. You could see most of the time, even when it does lose, you don't really get another signal. So you're only taking max 1 trade a day, and you're probably only looking at about 2 or 3 trades a week. So if you feel like something like this can help, like I said, I'll drop a link. Just click the link, whether it's in YouTube or Facebook, or if you don't see a link and just have any questions, just hit me up on Facebook. I'll get back to you. But very powerful strategy. It's been working really well for me, and this is just the last 3 weeks of results. So hopefully this can help, and happy trading.